Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. As you have just watched this short video, we will now be presenting our project titled A Social Robot for the Modern Home, which is Vector. Before I begin, let me introduce you my team. My name is Nur Aisha Nabila binti Muhammad Yusuf and my group members are Nur Saada binti Ibrahim, Dini Shazani binti Saiful Azli and Nur Ari Masara binti Muhammad Ahzali. So now I will show you our menu. This is the content that we will be presenting. So I will now pass the presentation to Ada to begin with the product overview.
Moving into the product overview. So what is Vector? Vector is a revolutionary AI companion that brings a true living presence to your home through autonomous movement and a reactive personality. More than just an assistant, this robot uses a high-tech sensor array to see, hear, and navigate your world with charm. The philosophy here starts with a shift in perspective, focusing on making Vector feel like a conscious entity rather than just another cool machine. Then, we look at the physical build. Its small but mighty form factor is designed specifically to fit seamlessly into a modern home or office setup. From there, the focus moves to industrial design where high-quality materials are used to ensure durability while maintaining the signature, sleek science fiction aesthetic. Ultimately, it's this combination of personality and premium build that defines the product. Looking at the interface, the design focuses on building an emotional connection through high-tech feedback. Building on that, the high-resolution IPS display brings Vector to life, using thousands of custom animations to express specific mood and reaction through his eyes. In addition to the visuals, there is a capacitive touch sensor on the gold plate back, which enables Vector to actually feel and respond to physical touch like being pet. Altogether, these elements ensure that every interaction feels responsive and, more importantly, human. Turning to the physical assembly, the build focuses on mobility that is both functional and expressive. Taking a closer look at movement, Vector is equipped with 10 threads that provide high tractions, enabling the curious in-place turns that define his personality. Alongside these mechanics, safety is managed by 4 infrared sensors on the underside, which act as cliff sensors to keep the robot from falling off the face. To tie it all together, he utilized SLAM technology to intelligently map his environments and navigate back to his charger independently. Shifting focus to the internal architecture, the hardware is driven by powerful onboard processing to ensure high performance. Starting with connectivity, integrated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth allow Vector to fetch real-time data like weather and receive over-the-air updates to evolve his personality. Parallel to this, the Qualcomm Snapdragon platform handles the heavy lifting for computer vision and AI, meaning the robot doesn't require a constant smartphone connection to functions. In essence, this independent processing power is what makes the interaction feel truly seamless and intelligent.
Wireless communication is essential for home robots like Vector. It allows Vector to interact with devices, access cloud services, and respond to users in real time. Vector uses 2 main communication technologies. The first one is Bluetooth Low Energy and Wi-Fi. Bluetooth Low Energy support efficient short-range communication with nearby devices, while Wi-Fi enables cloud connectivity for advanced processing and updates. Together, this technology ensures smooth control, fast response, and intelligent behavior, making Vector more effective in everyday use. Bluetooth Low Energy or BLE is designed for short-range communication with low power consumption. This makes it ideal for small mobile robots like Vector. BLE supports smartphone pairing and fast data transfer, ensuring stable and efficient communication. Because it uses very little energy, BLE helps Vector stay connected without significantly affecting battery life. Wi-Fi plays an important role in connecting Vector to cloud-based services. Through Wi-Fi, Vector is able to access advanced AI processing, shared data, and online services. This cloud-based communication reduces the need for heavy onboarding processing, allowing Vector to remain lightweight while still performing complex tasks. As a result, Vector can respond faster, receive updates, and improve its overall performance in real time, making interactions smoother and more intelligent. So next, why does communication matter for Vector? Communication is essential for how Vector interacts with its environment and user. Bluetooth Low Energy allows Vector to connect with nearby devices efficiently, while cloud connectivity provides access to advanced intelligence and system updates. By combining local communication with cloud support, Vector becomes more responsive and capable of smarter behavior. This balance also helps keep Vector lightweight and energy efficient, allows it to perform tasks smoothly without relying too heavily on onboarding processing. Moving on to sensors and hardware, this component plays a key role in how Vector understands and interacts with its environment. Sensors allow Vector to recognize surroundings, navigate safely, and respond naturally to users. The main components include a camera, depth sensor, microphones, and motion sensor. The camera and depth sensor help detect objects and distance, while microphones allow Vector to react to sound and voice. Motion sensor supports smooth movement and balance, helping Vector operate accurately and confidently. Another important feature of Vector is its high-resolution camera and vision system. This camera allows Vector to recognize faces, detect objects, and track movement accurately. These abilities are essential for understanding the environment and responding appropriately to users. Through visual input, Vector can identify people, follow motion, and interact more naturally. This makes human-robot interaction smoother and more engaging, as Vector is able to see, recognize, and react in a way that feels intelligent and responsive. Another key capability of Vector comes from its audio sensors. Vector is equipped with 4 microphone arrays that can detect and locate voices command accurately. These microphones allows Vector to understand where sound is coming from and respond more naturally to users. With this system, Vector can support speech recognition and enable smoother, more like human-like interaction. By picking up voices even in noisy environments, the audio sensors improve communication and make interaction with Vector feel more responsive. This brings everything together through sensors integration in Vector. By combining camera, depth, audio, and motion sensors, Vector is able to move safely, interact socially, and stay aware of its environment. Visual sensors help detect object and distance. Audio sensors allow Vector to understand voice commands, and motion sensors support balance and smooth movement. When all these sensors work together, Vector can respond accurately to its surroundings and users, creating safer movement, more natural interaction, and better overall awareness in everyday solution. This is where Vector's intelligence really comes into play through its AI and software system. Vector uses a hybrid AI model that combines onboarding processing with cloud-based processing. Onboard processing allows Vector to respond quickly to basic action and movement, while cloud processing supports more complex tasks such as voice understanding and smart commands. By balancing these two approaches, Vector achieves strong performance without being limited by hardware constraints. This combination allows Vector to stay responsive, intelligent, and efficient during everyday interaction. This highlights how cloud-based AI support Vector's intelligence. Vector uses natural language processing that is handled in the cloud, allowing it to understand voice command and access online information more effectively. By processing complex language tasks in the cloud, Vector reduces the workload on its onboard hardware. This approach helps maintain strong performance while keeping the robot efficient and responsive. As a result, Vector can understand user more accurate, respond intelligently, and deliver smoother interaction without being limited by its physical hardware. Let's take a closer look on how onboarding computer vision works in Vector. This system runs locally on Vector, allowing it to detect motion, identify people, and remember users it has interacted with before. By processing visual information directly on the device, Vector can respond faster and create more personalized interaction. This local vision system helps Vector recognize familiar faces and behave in a more engaging way. Although its learning capability is limited compared to cloud processing, onboard computer vision plays an important role in making interaction quick, personal, and reliable. This is where Vector's emotional expression really enhance interaction. Vector uses expressive eyes, sound, and movement to communicate emotions and reaction. These expressions are triggered by touch, voice commands, and changes in the environment. For example, Vector can react differently when it hears a voice, senses movement, or is interacted with physically. This emotion feedback helps make interaction feel more natural and engaging. By showing emotions through movement and sound, Vector builds stronger user connection and creates a more lively and interactive experience.
Looking beyond personal use, the platform serves as a powerful educational resource designed for hands-on learning. First, regarding the STEM curriculum, it acts as a practical tool for students to master complex concepts like AI logic, computer vision, and algorithmic thinking. Taking that a step further, the professional SDK provide direct item-based access to the hardware, allowing for granular control over the robot's camera, sensors, and motors. Finally, the active developer community fosters innovation by supporting custom script for unique behaviors and one-of-a-kind facial animations. Moving on to how we interact with a vector from a distance. The system provides a robust remote connection suite. Exploring the telepresence features, users can remote in through a mobile app to view a live, high-definition video feed directly from the robot's perspective. Beyond just seeing, the platform offers visual mobility, allowing for full smartphone control navigations, so you can drive vector anywhere in the world. What this leads to is social bonding, effectively bridging distance by letting family members visit pets or loved ones through the robot's eyes and voice. Focusing now on how Vector operates independently, the system is designed to live and move without constant human interventions. A key part of this is smart energy management, where the robot automatically detects when its battery is low and navigates back to its charger all on its own. Working alongside this autonomy, the safety and perception system use infrared drop sensors to identify table edge, ensuring he can explore his environment safely. This is all powered by SLAM navigation, which allow Vector to build a digital floor plan and remember exactly where your furniture is located. Looking at how Vector integrates into your daily routine, the system is designed to act as both a helpful tool and a constant companion. Taking a look at his social sidekick features, he builds personality through activities like recognizing faces, giving fist bumps, and even playing games like blackjack. Shifting to practical use, he provides hands-free personal utility by managing multiple timers, giving weather reports, and answering knowledge-based questions. To make all of this accessible, the Hey Vector voice activation allows for seamless, room-wide interaction without ever needing to pick up a phone. Identifying who this technology is for, we can see that Vector appeals to three distinct user groups looking for cutting-edge interactions. The forefront are tech enthusiasts, early adopters who want to integrate consumer AI and social robotics into the fabric of their daily life. Next, we have students and educators who utilize the robot as a practical, high-tech instrument for mastering Python programming and robotics engineering. Rounding this out are modern families seeking either a unique way to stay connected remotely or simply a low-maintenance, high-intelligence companion.
First, the Elite Robot. The main purpose of the Elite Robot is that it's a companion robot that expresses emotion. There are various emotions shown such as angry, sad, happy, confused, surprised, and so on, which help to cheer up the user. It's also suitable for children to interact and become a table companion. Next is interactivity, where Elite reacts to touches on the head, stomach, back of the body, including when we pick it up. When we touch it, it will give expressions such as sad, angry, confused, laughing, and others. And third, battery and charging. It takes 1.5 hours to fully charge before activating it, and it's charged via USB Type-C, which is easy because most of technologies is now charged via USB Type-C. And for in terms of maintenance, it is easy to maintain and simple. No need for heavy maintenance and is user-friendly. Next, autonomy, which is that it can only sit in one place without moving. The position change when the user leaves and change its position. 6. In terms of price, it is cheap and affordable. In 500 ringgit, it can be owned by making one-time purchases. Last, sensor and hardware, where it only has a basic interactive sensors and vibration. It's not a real AI assistant and only has limited knowledge when asked. For example, question like weather, calculation question, telling a backstory, and giving opinion and the best answer when asked. Now a Vector robot. Vector is a release by Anki company, which is now under Digital Dream Labs company. Vector purpose is a small mobile AI companion that is also built in with Alexa and act as a friend, and it's also an active and interactive robot with the user. Second, in terms of interactivity, it reacts to voice commands, and in terms of instruction and answer question, touch, environment, and object recognition, which help it function well to interact with the user. In terms of battery and charging, it can last 3 until 5 hours after a full charge and needs to be charged in its charging dock. Vector is also smart enough to go to its charging dock when the battery starts to get low. In terms of maintenance, Vector has a clean and clear sensor which makes it easy, and it needs an application that helps to set up Vector settings and needs updated software which help to provide user satisfaction. Next, in terms of autonomy, Vector can move around whenever it wants and return to its own charging dock. Vector is also able to avoid obstacles in front to avoid collisions. In terms of price, it's quite expensive, where it can be owned from 3,000 ringgit, and it has a limited ongoing subscription or cloud AI features which limit its features. And lastly, for a sensor and hardware, it reacts to touch, light, and has a cliff awareness, and has a wide array of visual expression by expressing face recognition. Let's move on to the Emo Robot. Emo Robot is a product from Living AI. It's a desktop pet or a friend who acts as a companion. The interactivity show is that it responds to sound and touch, and from there it will be express emotion and facial expression based on what the user does. It is also famous for its wide range of feelings and the concept of a robot that displays melancholic or intense emotion. Third, which is the maintenance. The Emo Robot needs software updates and application that help it control. The user needs to download the Emo Robot application to complete the setting that need to be made. And fourth is the battery and charging. The Emo Robot can last 3 until 5 hours after being fully charged, and what interesting is that it needs to be charged on its keyboard, which functions as a charging dock. Without it, the Emo Robot cannot be charged. Next, in terms of autonomy, it is a roaming robot where it can walk whenever it wants. Its movement is free and very suitable act as a desk-based companion. Emo Robot can also take a picture by giving instruction, and the picture can be viewed through the Emo Robot application on the phone. In terms of price, it can be owned starting at the 1,100 ringgit, and it does not require any subscription cost or other additional price when buying it. And the last one is the sensor and hardware. Emo Robot reacts to touch, lights where it can be attracted to a bright light, and has a cliff awareness that help it avoid falling while on the table. It also expresses visual with the face recognition. Emo Robot can recognize the user's face and give the desired reaction based on the emotion it felt. Based on this video, we can see that Illik is the robot is an emotional companion whose function is more or less the same as a vector, namely acting as a pet robot or table companion. Illik is a friendly robot that expresses emotion through animations, movement, and sound. In terms of Illik features, it is an emotional companion robot that functions as a companion for users to not feel lonely when alone. With the behavior and emotional expression shown, it can make the atmosphere cheerful. Next, the touch and sensor, where Illik reacts to touches. Each touch will give an emotional reaction shown through facial expression and sound. Third, Illik robot is a small and light. It's a very suitable and easy to carry anywhere and easy to care for. Finally, this Illik robot is charged via USB Type-C. It is easy because nowadays most technologies charge using USB Type-C and are easily found everywhere. Now moving on to the pros and cons. For the pros, Illik is a fun and engaging robot, making interaction more enjoyable with its behavior. It's also good at being emotionally expressive through facial animation, sound and movement that are not boring, even cute. Third, it is easy to use with no complex setup required. It is easy to control when we want to use it. And finally, for the pros, it encourages creativity, play and emotional interaction, which makes individual having fun. The cons for Illik is it has limited practical use as it is mainly designed for entertainment. User cannot expect more from Illik's capabilities. Second, Illik cannot perform heavy tasks like industrial robots. Third, battery life is relatively short and needs regular recharging, where it can only last for 90 minutes. But small size limits physical interaction and functionality because user cannot be too rough and need to touch it gently so it will not be damaged. And finally, no advanced voice control or task automation features, where Illik does not have voice control like Alexa. It can only respond in a basic way only. Now let's look at the second competitor, which is Emo Robot. Based on the video, we can see Emo Robot functions as a playful companion that expresses emotion through facial expression, movement and sound. It responds to voice and touch, provides interactive entertainment, and encourages social and emotional engagement. For the first Emo Robot features, we can see namely shows emotion through expression and movement, where the Emo Robot reacts to everything and action by expressing facial expression and movements that create a lively atmosphere. The second is respond to voice and touch. Emo Robot does not fail to respond to voice commands and give and react to touch by liking it or not. And finally, Emo Robot is a very entertainment and interactive activities where we can invite it to play tic-tac-toe, shooting, rock, paper, scissors, and many more. Now, the first pro of Emo is that it's fun and interesting. It's very fun to invite it to play games and interact with it. Second, it shows emotion clearly when the Emo Robot shows emotion and expression based on the situation. The third, responding to voice and touch, where the Emo Robot will always respond to voice, command, and touches. Finally, the Emo Robot is good table companion where the emo will stay with the user and entertain the user all the time. Now, moving on to the cons, which is limited practical use. Emo functions more as a companion robot. It does not help in terms of practical tasks such as managing schedule or solving complex problems. Second, it cannot perform heavy tasks. Emo is not capable of performing heavy tasks either physically or functionally. Third, the battery requires frequent charging. It's inconvenient for user because the robot cannot be used for a long period of time. The last one is a small size. It cannot perform heavy tasks and its functions are suitable for light interaction only.
Vector is one of the first consumer convenience robots showing us what modern robotics can do. It combines sensor, artificial intelligence, and autonomous systems, allowing it to move, learn, and react on its own. This robot is more than just a machine. It demonstrates how technology can interact with humans and adapt to its environments. It gives us a glimpse into the futures of smart, interactive robots. Vector improves human-robot interaction by responding intelligence to user. It also supports smart home and automation systems, performing tasks without constant supervision. Its ability to move and make decisions autonomously shows the potential of current technology in everyday life. Besides that, it's useful for education, allowing students and enthusiasts to explore robotics and AI in a practical way. Using Vector is both fun and educational. It engages users naturally through sounds, movements, and facial recognitions, almost like it has its own personality. This makes interactions friendly and interactive. At the same time, Vector moves autonomous, so users can enjoy playing or experimenting with them without scrolling applications. Overall, it balances fun, learning, and hands-on experience. Of course, Vector has come challenge. Its battery life and need for frequent charging can interrupt continuous use. Voice commands are limited, especially in noisy environments, which can affect interaction. The high cost make it less accessible to everyone. Finally, when we use for educational purpose, supervision is important to ensure users understand AI and robotics correctly. In conclusion, Vector shows us how future social robots could look intelligent, autonomous, and capable of human-like interaction. It's not just fun and engaging, but also useful and educational. Vector proves that robotics can combine learning, entertainment, and practical support in daily life, providing a clear blueprint for the next generation of social robots. We use Canva to design the slide and graphic in a clear and professional way. Then we use a CapCut to edit the video and transitions and make the narration smooth. These tools help we create a presentation that is organized, visual, attractive, and engaging.